Alright, what's up everybody? My name's Saeed, and this is going to be my first YouTube video ever. And what I'm going to be doing today is showing you guys how to get started as a tarantula keeper while also having it be my first tarantula. So I'm going to bring you guys along the journey for this, and maybe down the road I'll start including other animals too. So, alright, this is our stuff that we got. Grabbed some repticile cocoa fiber, which is this one right here. We got a nice, beautiful piece of cork bark. And we've got some sphagnum moss just to give the habitat a little bit more humidity. And we're gonna be housing our mystery spider in a 8x4x4 tank made by Zilla. And can't even lie, I'm super nervous. The flash is on for whatever reason, but I am nervous. This is my first tarantula, and if you're watching this, maybe it's your first tarantula, but it's okay. I'm gonna be scared so you can be less scared. Alright, now the first thing that I'm gonna be doing is decompressing this. Now, it would have been easier to buy this in its soil form, or just overall decompressed form, but I didn't, because price matching is fantastic, and when this 3-pack costs $8, it's a steal. It's a straight up steal. So I had to grab this, and you know what? I'm planning on buying more spiders anyways, so could use the dirt. I'm gonna cut this bag open, and then we're gonna throw it into this bin of water right here. And it takes about 30 minutes for it to decompress. Once that's done, start mixing it with the other soil. A little bit of water, coconut fiber. We're gonna need, oh, here it is. A knife to open this. Oh. That needs to be sharpened. Huh. Funny enough, it was cutting it. It just wouldn't open. I don't know, man. So, we're gonna get a brick in here. Let it decompress. And then, while that's decompressing, we're gonna throw it. Wow, look at that. There you go. Have fun. And we're gonna clean this. I might actually break this up. Whoa, that was crazy. Probably gonna break this up just to make it go a little bit faster. As you can see, it breaks off pretty easy actually. I don't think this is gonna take too long. As long as I break this up, so let's do that. Can't break it. All right. The brick did not break, so might actually have to wait a little bit, but that's all right. As it gets softer, we'll help it out, and it'll be nice and easy. The goal isn't to have it soak up all the water. I just want to make it easy for me to break up and just get into the tank, because our little friend is patiently waiting in its temporary home at the moment to come out and see what we're making for it. But let's get this going, yeah? Now, it ain't the sharpest. Does the job. Forgot to grab stuff to disinfect this with. Oh. Got all our pieces, nice little instruction book. I have a pretty good feeling what these are for. Yeah, nice rubber bands to give the joints for the enclosure a bit more stability. Because I couldn't find any of the disinfecting stuff, which I usually have. We're just going, and because of the film that's on it, just a little bit of water should be fine. So I am going to go and wash these real quick. Okay, so we cleaned everything and now we're ready to go. Our substrate, or excuse me, our cocoa fiber at the moment is, I mean, soaked that up pretty quick. Look at that. I know cocoa fiber isn't the most favorite for most people, but I think for money's sake and just as a first timer, this is good. So yeah, I mean, don't be afraid to use this stuff. I'm sure that it's got its wonderful properties and we just haven't found them yet. But I mean, it feels great, looks good. All right, well, it did soak up all the water. I wasn't expecting that, honestly. But I mean, to be fair, it said it would expand to like 8 liters, and that bag's 11. So yeah, that's basically 3 full bags of cocoa fiber that I'm gonna have for a while. So who knows what we're gonna get next? Who knows? Now, with all of this stuff cleaned, we're gonna get this set up. I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna do that after I read this real quick, just to make sure I'm not missing anything, because it looks pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, give you guys a sec and we'll get that going. Start with our bottom piece. And we're gonna throw in our sides and our back and front. Wanna make sure that this hook right here, or this area that we're gonna hook into, is on the same side as our other one over here. Otherwise, your door isn't gonna work so well. Just gotta play around with it a little bit. Make sure everything's in the right place. Bam. And that's it. Now, to make sure that this is nice and secure, because we don't want it just falling apart on us, especially when we put some substrate in it. Uh-oh. Lost the ring. How much you want to bet it was the extra? Alright. And here's our locking mechanism to make sure our spider, because I'm assuming he or she has the power to lift the lid, but then again, I'm not too sure. Now, nice and simple, you just snap it on, and that piece ain't going nowhere. Great, so that's it, and it's not shaky anymore. It's good. It's actually pretty nice. And we've got one more to use, or two more actually. Told you it was the extra. And this is our door. And what we want to do is, what we wanted to do initially was put the door in first before we did this. All right. Fixed. I had to take it apart because I actually messed up the front and back to make sure that you can actually lock it and even just open it. Now we want to throw this in here somehow. You know, I might actually need instructions for this one, because I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. That's so silly. Cool. All right. That slips right in. Then we got our lock. And bah. It's actually not bad. It's pretty simple. I think it might be like a little kind of smushed together, it looks like, but I mean, hey, you know, it works, and you guys don't have to buy like a micro habitat. You can quite literally make appropriate housing for any tarantula with just stuff around the house, especially at the juvenile phase and spiderling phase. Water, so good. Let's get started on this substrate, huh? We're gonna open this up, and what we want to do, or what I want to do, is 50-50 on the substrate between cocoa fiber and Reptisoil. Now, from my research, I've noticed that cocoa fiber gets a pretty bad rep, and for, I guess, good reasons. It just tends to be problematic for a lot of people and animals. But nonetheless, I think it's going to do a great job at giving me just a natural look, because, you know, I'm not going for bioactive. If I was going for bioactive, I'd be using either Reptisoil or, you know, something even better like Biodude, or Arachnodirt, something like that. Reptisoil also isn't bad. I think Reptisoil is a great choice. It's got peat moss, soil, sand, carbon, and all those things help give it humidity, give it air, you know, the aerate the dirt and stuff. And just in case that is like not enough, I wanted to add in cocoa fiber, which is also going to help give the dirt some air, just the ability to breathe, since we won't be throwing in any springtails or isopods or anything of that bit. So our tarantula is a terrestrial tarantula, which means we're gonna fill this about up to here, and I'm gonna give it a little bit of a mound in the back, and we're gonna put its water in the front here. Since the door opens right here, what I'm going for is the snake, not the snake, excuse me. The tarantula will have its own place to hide in the back, right here. And then I will do feedings in the front where the door won't be as open, because oh man, what a time to be alive. Let's mix up this dirt. Okay. My saw stopped working, just completely. So I found the best serrated knife I could, and we have this nice hide for our tarantula friend now. And finally, we get to put everything together and throw this guy in there. Oh, sneak peek. See his little toes hanging out of there? He's not stuck. She's not stuck, I promise. Oh man, I'm so excited. This is great. This is great. Alrighty. So, for the soil, like I said, we're gonna do 50-50 Reptisoil and cocoa fiber. Now, I'm gonna eye how much dirt we need in there. Oh wow. Yeah, that's nice. That's some good stuff. All right, so this is how our cocoa fiber turned out. These are the only 2 parts of it that didn't decompress, but the rest of it, yeah, doing pretty well. Now, I'm gonna say 3 handfuls each for this tank. We'll see how it goes. Based on my research, you should put moss in there. Now, the tarantula I have isn't necessarily... Woo! Oh! So it's things... Oh, Jesus Christ. I wasn't scared before I was buying this. And then once I had it in the box, I'm like, oh my God. It's happening. It's happening. Get me, Yoshi? No! Dude, he keeps pooping on the branch. I'm trying to train this little guy. Don't poop there. Ah, you're not pooping. He just looked like he was pooping. Okay, so. Yes, the mouse. Can you guys tell how easy it is for me to lose focus? Now, there is a lot of moss in here. I am not going to be using all of this. That would be crazy. Now, you would spray this down and stuff because it is dry at the moment, because that's what's going to help keep the humidity and stuff. But the thing is, I'm not sure if I was supposed to let the cocoa fiber dry out after it decompressed. So because there's already a good amount of water, and because Reptisoil is so already, you know, it has good levels for humidity. Let's make some room here. And guys, don't forget, you know, the aesthetic is, it's for us. All right, Tarantula doesn't really care. That's my understanding anyways, you know, as long as it gets its food and it's growing, what more could it possibly want? I'm not sure the tarantulas are really going, oh hey, like, wonder when this guy is gonna decide to get me some nice substrate, you know, like, why is it my tank bioactive? And it's just not like that, you know. Oh man, I feel like this is gonna be the most cringiest video ever. And yeah, anybody watching this, you know, like, if you have any tips or concerns that you think I'm like, that I could improve on, then, you know, let me know, please. You know, this is my first time doing this. All right. Nice and natural looking. We're gonna throw in our bark here. And I'm gonna help it out a little bit, just making like a hole. I'm sure it's gonna want to dig around. And, you know, fix what it needs to. Oh yeah, this is coming together. Now, for any newbies that are trying to get into the tarantula habitat and giving a newbie like myself a chance, this tank has some slits in the sides which allows for cross ventilation. This is really important. In tarantula care, you don't want the air to go stagnant. You want there to be good airflow in there. And the soil and the rest of this stuff will really, be able to, wow, that's great. I haven't decided what I'm gonna use as a water dish yet because of how small this guy is. I mean, he's not that small, or she, but the store didn't have like the good size. The smallest one was probably like that big, and honestly it would have just taken up the rest of the space. I feel like something tiny would be adequate. Oh man, gotta do some more work. I'm gonna put you guys down here. I think it knows that I'm preparing this because I'm so excited to start recording this thing. All right. So here's what we got going on. I made it a little deeper in there, give it a place to hide and chill out when it doesn't want to be disturbed or seen. I'm gonna put the water bowl like right here in this corner, right in front of the door, so that I don't have to worry about it flying out or anything. Oh no, our hide is a little too high. Oh man. Perfect. Okay. Now I want to throw this in the back. You know how it is, guys. Last finishing touches. I wish I had some plants or something. Ooh. Could work, could work. Too big. Sorry, should put it the right way. All right, now this isn't the most accurate depiction of where this tarantula lives, but providing these leaves are going to create little spots of shade for our tarantula friend to just be able to check things out. All right. I figured out how we're gonna make our water bowl. All right. That was a lot harder than I thought. I thought these scissors were good. They struggled. Or maybe it's because they're small. Sharper than any of my knives, that's for sure. But from that little scooper that I've been using for quite literally anything, I made myself a little water bowl. And it's not that big. So I won't have any issues. I don't want dirt in it. Alright, we're almost ready. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, guys. Before you put your water dish in, give it a nice little mist. And then we're gonna give this guy a little bit of water. All right, and that is overfilling just a tad. And what I've seen is you should change the water once it dries out. That's what I've seen a lot of people doing. I am honestly just gonna see how this goes, because I think everybody's experience has changed. Just I am way too. All right, it's time. Now comes the tarantula. All right. So, like I said, it's a Mexican golden knee. What the hell? It is a Mexican golden red rump tarantula. All right. Whatever we want to call this attempt. I am so flipping scared right now. Oh. Didn't like that. Didn't like that. It did throw its hairs. Go ahead. Yeah, check it out. Now I am just going to tap the box. Go ahead. Look at all this stuff in here. Oh God, that's the wrong way. Please. Please don't get out. Please. I can't chase you around my room. Okay. That's good. That's good. Now, don't move. Please don't move. And that's it, guys. That's how you get a tarantula. Set up its stuff and do everything. Wow. Kind of shaking. Oh, that's freaking cool. Looks like it's gonna find some place to hide and stuff. Oh, check that out. Beautiful spider. Now, in order to close the lid, there, there's a space that comes up here. So we're gonna leave it open for the time being, while our friend here, who I do not have a name yet for, if you guys have any suggestions, then by all means, oh, and check that out. Wow. Really cool. Really, really cool. Good stuff. Well, that's it. Now I just have to wait. Or poke it again. That's the wrong way, bro. I can't even move. Can't even move. Well, I just shook its hand, finger, toe, leg, and it didn't flinch. Oh, okay. One time was enough. I think overall, we could go over a few pointers real quick. Don't attack me, please. I got my finger in the tank. We used a 50-50 cocoa fiber to rep the soil mix for the substrate, threw in some sphagnum moss in there, mixed it around, give it a little bit of humidity. We've made our own water dish out of a protein powder that I had lying around, and I wasn't using it anymore, so I turned it into a water, and this is what we came out with. And check that out. I mean, what's better than that? Looks good. And that's all I got for you guys today. So thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Like, subscribe, and see you next time.